This story takes us back to February 1948, to a place that might sound familiar, the Strait of Malacca. Interestingly, this is almost the same area where Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 was last seen on radar, back in 2014. This narrow channel between Malaysia and Indonesia is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, with thousands of vessels passing through every year. On that particular day, the weather was perfect, the sea was calm, the wind was gentle, just an ordinary day at sea. Several American and British ships were sailing through the region. Everything was normal, until something strange happened. Suddenly, multiple ships began receiving a bizarre radio signal. Welcome to Echoverse Mysteries. This strange signal was transmitted in Morse code. Now, Morse code might seem old-fashioned, but it's far more reliable than voice, especially over long distances. Voice signals can fade or get distorted by weather, but Morse code's dots and dashes can be decoded clearly, even thousands of kilometers away. The signal began with 3 dots, 3 dashes, and 3 dots, repeated twice. Decoded, it meant SOS, SOS. The full message read, SOS, SOS. This is the steamship, SS Ourang Medan. Request immediate contact with ships equipped with shortwave wireless. Please contact a doctor urgently. That was the first message. Without any delay, a second one followed. It appears the second officer is dead. Other crew members are also dead. Do not provide medical advice. SOS requesting urgent assistance from warships. After this, the Ourang Medan transmitted its coordinates. Then came the final message. It was incomplete. It simply said, I die. And then, silence. Radio operators on nearby ships tried to respond immediately, but no reply ever came back. Minutes passed, and the silence continued. It was clear that something horrific had happened aboard the SS Ourang Medan. The closest ship was an American merchant vessel, the Silver Star. Its captain decided to divert course and head toward the transmitted location, assuming the ship might be sinking or under attack. After several hours, the Silver Star arrived. Through their binoculars, they spotted a ship floating exactly where the signal came from. As they got closer, they were stunned. The SS Ourang Medan was completely intact. There was no visible damage, no sign of flooding. It was just floating silently on the water. What made it even weirder was that for a steam-powered ship, there was no smoke coming from its chimney. Even more disturbing, there was no movement on deck. A massive ship, completely silent. The captain of the Silver Star was baffled. They used loudspeakers and sounded the horn repeatedly. Nothing responded but the sound of the waves. Eventually, the captain ordered a rescue team to board the ship and investigate. As soon as the team stepped onto the Ourang Medan, they felt an unnatural cold in the air. The ship was silent. Then, they saw the first body. This was no ordinary corpse. The man's face was frozen in pure terror. His eyes were wide open, his mouth stretched as if screaming. His body was stiff, arms extended forward, like he was trying to push something away. As the team moved deeper into the ship, they found more bodies scattered across the deck. The captain was dead at his post. Officers lay dead on the bridge. Even the ship's dog was dead, its body just as disturbed, frozen, mouth open, and stiff. Most horrifying of all, there were no visible injuries on any body. No wounds, no blood, no signs of a struggle. Just the same expression of absolute terror on every single face. When they reached the radio room, they found the operator dead, his fingers still resting on the Morse key, exactly as they would have been while sending the final message, I die. At this point, the rescue team was certain that something highly abnormal had happened. They decided to tow the ship to the nearest port for investigation. But as they started tying ropes to the vessel, smoke began rising from cargo hold number 4. At first, it was just light smoke. Then, suddenly, flames erupted. The fire spread so rapidly that the team had no choice but to flee. They jumped back into their boats and rushed to the Silver Star. Moments after they escaped, a massive explosion tore through the Ourang Medan. The ship was blown apart, scattering debris across the sea. Within moments, the mysterious vessel, along with its terrifying secrets, sank into the depths of the ocean. No evidence remained, only the testimony of the Silver Star's crew. Because no physical proof existed, many people later dismissed the incident as a made-up story. Others started forming conspiracy theories. Some researchers claimed that no ship named SS Ourang Medan was ever officially registered. However, others argued that this was right after World War II, a time when many ships operated under fake names or weren't registered at all. Some believe the Ourang Medan was involved in illegal activities, which is why it was unregistered. Years later, in 2003, the CIA declassified several secret files, including one on the SS Ourang Medan. It was a letter from 1958 sent to the CIA, stating, "I believe that if the tragedy of the SS Ourang Medan is ever solved, it will provide answers to many disappearances of ships and aircraft." The CIA never confirmed an investigation, but this letter is still available on their website today. The most logical theory is that the ship was carrying dangerous chemical cargo. World War II had just ended, and both Japan and Germany had deadly chemical weapons. It's believed that Ourang Medan was smuggling chemicals, like potassium cyanide or nitroglycerin. When potassium cyanide mixes with seawater, it releases a lethal gas that causes instant suffocation, which would explain why the bodies had no injuries. Nitroglycerin, on the other hand, is highly explosive and could explain the fire and explosion. Another theory suggests the ship was transporting materials from Japan's infamous Unit 731, a secret biological warfare unit. If the ship was carrying biological or chemical agents, a leak could have killed the crew instantly. Because it would have been a top-secret mission, the ship would have remained unregistered. The fact that the CIA kept files on it, classified for decades, strengthens this theory. One final, chilling detail. The crew of the Silver Star reported that the atmosphere on the ship felt heavy and unnatural. The death of the dog, frozen in an aggressive posture, suggests it saw something truly horrifying. This leads some to believe the incident may not have been entirely natural. The truth of the SS Ourang Medan remains buried at the bottom of the ocean. Logically, the chemical leak theory seems strongest, but the mystery endures. Even today, sailors in the Strait of Malacca whisper stories of the ghost ship. This tale reminds us that no matter how advanced we become, we are still helpless before nature and fate. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this mystery, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from Echoverse.